Hello viewers, this is Evelyn of Libabuhay. Welcome again to this interesting video about the plant called the fortune plant. Well, anyway, does any of you watching now has a fortune plant? How do they look like? Are they big? Are they new plant? This plant that I have is actually not an old fortune plant. Normally, an older fortune plant can really have big stems like I'm showing here above. So as you see, they can actually grow very tall and the stems can actually grow very big. But this fortune plant, actually, I bought it. And when I bought it, it is actually a small plant. I bought it very small. It's one thing to save money when you want to propagate plants or want to collect plants, is that you buy them when they are just small, and then it's you who will grow them and care for them. But fortune plant actually is, if you live somewhere else where you have a neighbor, a friend, or whoever you know who has a fortune plant that is already very big, you can even just cut a 5 to 10 centimeter stem, and that stem can actually grow sprout on the sides of it, like this one shown above. So as you see, it's big stems that will only grow sprouts on the side of it. And by the way, this fortune plant actually can be even grown in a base of either water and pebbles. But of course, you can grow them in a very well-drained soil like I have there. So it is very important so that they don't like it when just the water are stuck up there and the drainage is not working very well. So most commonly, these plants are found under the name fortune or good fortune plants. And some people even believe that this is a very good plant to have in your house because it will give good fortune to your life. And yeah, as far as good fortune is concerned, I think it's true in my case. So I think it's not only just like good fortune we think about the money, but it can be a good fortune that can be we have very good health and our life is just working so well. And for people who doesn't know, another name for good fortune is that it is also actually called a lucky bamboo plant, or the scientific name of this plant is known as the Dracaena Sanderiana. So if you look at my fortune plant, the leaves are actually quite narrow. They are not very wide. But you can actually have this fortune plant, it can really grow as tall as it can, as wide as it can. In fact, I remember that my mother in the Philippines has actually a very big fortune plant, and they're just growing around her garden, and it's a very big fortune plant that she has to cut the stem on it, or else the fortune plant can really grow how many meters if they want. And maybe some of you will really wonder, where will I put my fortune plant? Actually, they love sunlight, but they don't like to be exposed direct to sunlight. They don't like it. The leaves can actually be, affected by it. And if you live in a country, a cold country like Sweden or any country who has a winter season where you put them inside or you just have them inside, then I will recommend to just keep having them inside your house, because if you put them out, it can have a tendency that the sun will really destroy their leaves. They can be in shock. But if you really wanted to put it outside, first week and second week, you have to hide them somewhere else in a bush or behind a house or the area where there is no direct sunlight. Because as far as my experience is concerned, when it comes to plants growing indoor, never put them directly outside direct sunlight during the summer, because the plant will be shocked. And when they will get shocked, their leaves will really get withered, and they can just, totally destroyed all the leaves. Of course, they will not be totally die, but all the leaves will be destroyed, and it is from my experience. So my advice is that during summer, when the plant is like, you want your plant to put outside, be sure to have them somewhere else that it is not direct exposed to sunlight. Either you hide them in some bushes, or either you put them on an area in your garden where there is no direct sunlight. So they like sunlight, but they don't want it that it's direct to them. If you have windows in your place, but then that area is very exposed to sunlight, it can also destroy the leaves of the plant. So the best advice is have them somewhere else where they can have a bit of sunlight. At the same time, it's not cold in that area. It's kind of, like it is a little bit warm, and then they will really like the temperature. And one very important, tips that I want to share to you is that when you have a plant being put somewhere else in your area, like this one, this is actually a plant that is, like beside this door to a bedroom. So when you open the bedroom, it's actually here. So it's just so nice when you go in and out to the bedroom. I'm closing with a curtain. I will not open it because it's messy there inside. And then, as you see that it is being there now for like 3 months already. And as what I see, it's like the plant likes to be there. So I was thinking, okay, the plant can stay there. So it's one thing, is like where the plants, if the plants is enjoying the area, and you can see like the plants is growing very well, then have it there. Because if you will be like, you look at the plant now and you say, oh, this plant is really, really very beautiful and it's looking very nice. And you will say, I want to transfer there. I can maybe transfer there in the living room, or maybe I can transfer in the kitchen, which is very wrong. Because if you will be transferring your plant who already loves a certain area, then do not expect that the plant will enjoy the new area, the new place that you will transfer them. So I think plants can be like, some can be like us people. We have this kind of feeling where if we are comfortable in a certain place, a certain situation, or a certain area, then we always just want to be in that place. So it's the same with a plant. If you have a plant that is already enjoying a certain place in your house or in your garden, do not be always transferring them if it is not necessary. And it's because you can never expect that the plant will enjoy the new place. Well, if you are lucky enough, then maybe the plant will even, grow well or enjoy the new place. So if it is not necessary for you, that you really need to transfer the plant, then leave the plant where it is now when you see that the plant is enjoying the place or the area it's growing there. So as you see here, this area is not okay, like you get direct sunlight or a lot of sunlight. But then in my house, it's just so plenty of, it's just, other people who have seen this before, I know how they look. I know that they know how it looks like. But in this area, this is the main floor of the house. It's all, how do you say it? It's actually all, if you turn around, it's all glass doors glass windows and all this stuff. So it's a lot of bright light that comes in. So even when the sun is coming, from there the sunlight will really come in, and the plant likes it. So here in Sweden, most of the time we are cold. Now the snow had melted. It's only like middle of January, the snow is melted, but then later on it will snow again. So it's like it gets snow, it's gone, it's coming back, and it's gone again. So my big advice is, do not be disturbing your plant. If you see that they already love the area they are being put, let them be, unless necessary that you really have to transfer it because of a very important reason. Is maybe you will be building some kind of, you will be putting a cabinet, or you will be putting kind of a furniture there, which is very necessary. Then I can understand that you need to transfer your plant, but without any necessity, or you really don't need to transfer the plant, you just want to transfer it because you feel like, oh, it's just hiding here and it's so beautiful, so I want to transfer it somewhere else in the kitchen, so I can always see that every time I'm cooking. That is very wrong. Let your plants be there when they are enjoying that place, or else you might regret that by transferring them, they will not enjoy, or they don't love anymore the new place that you put them. Again, this is Evelyn of Liva Buhay. I hope you enjoy this video, and more videos coming about all these tips and important information about planting, especially indoor or even outdoor. I would like to thank all my viewers for supporting me. If sometimes I'm not so good, I cannot reply everybody immediately. I had already explained it before why, and it's because sometimes, and it is also my advice to you, if sometimes you get tired, sometimes you don't have time, sometimes it's just too much in your work or any other private matters, just take a rest. We just all here in YouTube community understand each other, that not all of us are putting 100% to our YouTube, because we are just maybe a part-time YouTuber, we have other works, we have things with our family and other things to be done. But anyway, if you are not yet my subscriber, subscribe to my channel now, so you will see later on and in the future all the videos that I will be uploading. So see you again next time, and thank you for watching.